Welcome back to this week's episode of the Other Controller Podcast. We are short, brown, and Merc tonight, so it's just going to be me, Boom Bap, and Corn Dog. So let's get right into it. How you guys doing?
Fantabuloso.
Good shit.
Wait, isn't that a cleaner?
Ducky.
Isn't Fantabuloso like a floor cleaner?
Oh,
no, it's Fabuloso.
Damn,
Thank
we
you.
both knew.
Well, because I used to use that shit when I worked at Cadillac.
That's the one I use. I use the red one.
It's purple, right?
They have different kinds. I use the red one.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Oh.
I've always wanted to drink it because it smells so good.
It does,
so
dude.
good,
It's like the
dude.
50-cent soda on crack. Like, it's really
If I ever
enticing, and it's a wrap. You drink it, it's over.
Yeah, if I ever have a death wish, I'm going out.
That's how
with
you're going to go out?
Yeah, Fabuloso cocktail.
Bro, yeah, this cocktail's just a big old crazy straw and a gallon of it.
Yep. And ice.
Shit burns your eyes, but it smells great, and it's like, all right, this will definitely
so
fuck up
good.
my insides.
Or clean you. Who knows, man?
Yeah.
Maybe that's how you don't get the shits from, like, Taco Bell.
Oof, a shot of
drink that-
Fabuloso and fucking
Yeah.
Taco Bell?
Yeah, and then, like, it doesn't... Like, Taco Bell will make you
cancel out
runny.
each other.
Yeah, and you're just like a normal turd.
Or it's just like one big-ass war in your stomach, and you explode. It's over.
Yeah, ass explosion.
It's 12:30 at night. Why are they moving furniture upstairs? Doesn't make any fucking sense.
I don't know. Maybe they lost the remote. Or they, like, lost a kid. I don't know.
Most likely the second one.
Like, oh shit, we lost Tommy. Check under the couch. He likes to hide under there. Video games. That's what we talk about here.
Video games and other topics and technology.
What's this DLC for Mario Maker 2?
So they added like a couple of new enemies. They added all the other shit is garbage, honestly, but they added Link.
Like they're doing that shit for like in the first one, like instead of becoming Big Mario, you like change character.
I think this one, because I haven't gotten a chance to, because I think it released last week at around when they released Halo. I'm not sure if it's like if it's just like a mushroom that turns you to something else, but I know for sure that you could play as Link and you can use his arrow and you can use his grenade.
Bro, that's gonna be
The
some
bomb.
wild Mario Maker.
Yeah, because it's super dope since like it's like for once Nintendo's like listening to their fans, because there's been so many like really detailed like Legend of Zelda like levels that have been like all the way back since the first one.
Yeah.
So it's cool that they made him, because he was a playable character in the first Mario Maker, but this one you can use his bow and arrow and the bombs and the sword.
Now, from what I've seen of Mario Makers, like some of those levels get wild. They're gonna add like bow mechanics and shit to it.
Yeah, you can
I'm
shoot
never
it in three directions.
That just sounds like a headache.
I think it sounds cool because it's a lot easier than throwing a fucking P-switch at shit to hit it, or throwing a POW.
I guess.
I think it's cool.
No,
I was
I mean,
gonna
I'm not saying it's a bad idea. I've seen how wild some of those levels get and how chaotic they are. Like, I struggle with the easy ones. I fuck up the fucking auto Marios.
Yeah, dudes are there fucking studying trigonometry and physics, putting these levels together sometimes.
Yeah, I tried playing it earlier and I got frustrated. 'Cause it's like if you go through like spans of not playing it, you turn to ass.
Dude, that's been me on Halo all fucking week. I greatly underestimated how easy it was going to be because I was like, oh shit, last time I played this was on a controller. Controller's a joke compared to mouse and keyboard, or at least me on a controller. So I was like, yeah, no, I fucking got this. No, I have been getting my ass handed to me repeatedly, to the part where I spent an hour and a half on stream a couple nights ago, stuck at one checkpoint.
Really?
Yeah, it's fucking rough.
Oh, well, you're getting your ass kicked. Oh, you're doing Legendary, right?
Legendary campaign run.
Yeah.
By myself, and it's like, holy shit. Like, I think games now still have the same systems in play, but it's not as bad. Like, when you shoot an AI in a game, it's more dependent on the animation for them to see you and shit like that. Whereas in these games, they didn't hide it as well, so everybody's running around with God mode and aimbot. And it's like the AI really makes it obvious when they're still looking 90 degrees away from you and the bullets are already coming out of the gun right at you. You know, back then it was like, oh man, this is hard. Now I was like, this is fucking bullshit. Code your game better. What the fuck?
Yeah, and I guess we could shift over into that topic. The launch was fucking garbage. Like,
I wasn't even hyped for it.
I was hyped for it.
I have the Master Chief Collection on Xbox. So I was like, I'm not gonna buy it again. I don't play Halo for like the PvP concept. You know, I like the story. I get that on Xbox. I ain't gonna do it again.
Like, I got rid of my Xbox, and I really like the PvP aspect when I get in my like. Because every time going from Call of Duty to Halo, I have to rewire my brain.
Oh yeah, dude.
The pace is completely different.
There was no ADS, and I was like, what the holy shit? This was a thing?
I got one good game in, and then a couple of story modes, and then the game completely shot the bed. And then also, why the fuck are you gonna... the Master Chief Collection has been out for, I think, at least like 2 or 3 years. Why the fuck are you gonna launch it with just one fucking game? I don't get it, dude. It's fucking dumb. It's really dumb.
Wait. The Master Chief Collection is only Halo Reach?
At the moment, it's only Reach. So the way it works is, if you buy the Master Chief Collection, they're going to release the games as they become ported, I think. So right now, Reach is, they're doing it chronologically. So Reach is out right now. Then it's going to be Combat Evolved, 2, 3, ODST, and then 4.
Oh, here's an idea. Finish your fucking games and then release them. What the fuck?
And not
it's like you go to a restaurant and you're like, yeah, I'd like the chicken fingers, and they bring you out one and be like, well, we're frying the others. We're bringing them out already.
Each fry as they pull out the goddamn fryer.
Yeah, it's like, what the fuck, dude? Finish your shit and then release your game.
Yeah, I don't know.
I'm so glad I didn't buy it.
It sounds, I don't know if it was like a time thing, a crunch time. They're like, look, we got to have it out by this day. It's like, oh, well, Reach is ready to go. And even then, it doesn't seem like it's completely ready to go. With people like Boom and others are reporting, they're having problems where they can't fucking play the game. Super Rigs can't play a fucking game that's like 10 years old.
And it's a fucking Microsoft game that I'm trying to play on fucking Windows. Makes no fucking sense. Like, how the fuck have you've had this game since 2010? And I'm pretty sure, like, they developed it on a modified computer of that generation. How fucking hard is it to port it over to a newer computer? That's what I'm like. I don't understand, like, what the disconnect is.
Guy, what are you talking about? Games are made directly on the dev kit and console. Because a lot of people believe that. Like, everything. Texturing, 3D modeling, everything happens on the dev kit. And it's like, no. Stop it. You're fucking wrong.
I want to give... let me send out a message to the universe.
Wait,
Bill,
I'm confused by that comment.
Bill, fucking talk to your gaming department. Alright, I like your company, dude. But Mr. Gates, come on, man. Like, no one was like, hey, Mr. Gates, we're gonna release Halo for the computer, but not all of it. And then we're gonna make it not work. And he was like, fuck, I don't care. I'll be hammered off of like $1 million champagne bottles.
Yeah, he's sipping Dom P while I'm trying to figure out how the fuck to get Halo Reach working.
Let's be real. He doesn't sip it. He probably butt chugs it and then throws away the bottle at a hooker.
Yikes.
Yikes. Allegedly. We're not trying
Allegedly.
to get
Allegedly.
Allegedly. Oh, bad.
This is all speculation.
God, can you imagine Bill Gates butt chugging Dom P and chucking bottles at hookers?
Like, why don't you drink it normally? And I said, no. All right, this is the best way to get fucked up. Trust me. I make money and I know.
That's not... There's two sounds with that bottle. When he pops it,
he's like,
when he pops
I have enough money. He's like, I have enough money to have researchers go out and figure it out. I don't have to do it myself.
When he's done butt chugging, it's a louder sound than the fucking cork.
It sounds like his butt's actually like sucking it in, like, like you know when you like dump out a gallon of something, and like the whole bottle goes.
God damn it!
God, you can see his stomach like ripple with it.
It's like no, and then But you know how like on those fucking videos where they're making the jungle juice, they swirl the bottle,
Yeah.
and pour it out.
Yeah.
He does that shit.
Yo, he does no hands. He twerks it.
Yeah, he does a handstand and twerks it.
And then when he's putting out, he's like,
Fuck. God, he does like a pterodactyl scream as he does it. Bill Gates is a wild man.
Fucking 20 years from now when we make it, and like however we make it, right? There's gonna be that one person that's like, remember the time you said Bill Gates butt chugs it? Yeah.
Yeah, look at him on his deathbed. He's still got the bottle in his ass.
somehow we're all Microsoft employees. That's the scandal that gets us fired.
They're like doing an interview, and they're like, "So we have a couple questions." They pull up this episode, and we're like, "Oh shit!"
Not even. We walk into the room, and it's just this playing in the background over and over. And it's like, where do you want me to begin? Like,
I'll go pack my shit.
Bill Gates walks in the room, be like, "Want me to show you how it's done?" And be like, "Oh my god!"
So you guys got the physics of it all wrong. All right, it's not done like that.
And that's the
you
thing,
lay down flat and put the bottle in your ass, and it's like, oh, all right.
You do like Kegel exercises to suck it down quicker.
And you have to exhale so that you don't make a vacuum in your stomach. All right, it's like, oh my god.
Instead, he's getting really detailed with these descriptions. Is that shit keto?
If it's a bottle of whiskey, it is.
Holy shit, man.
Fuck, where the fuck Reach, right?
Yeah, we were talking about Halo. we mentioned Halo for a second and instantly went to Bill Gates' butt chugging.
There's something I was gonna say. Wait. Oh, so yeah. All right. After playing Reach, like a lot of it is dated. A lot of combat mechanics are really fucking dated, and it makes me wonder. Like whenever you hear people talk about nostalgia and how they fucking miss playing a certain game, do they still feel that way? Or like any of you guys are like, have you felt nostalgic about a game that got a updated graphics reboot, but not like a remake, like Resident Evil, but like just simple graphics tweak, but it was the same game? Did you guys go into it like, holy shit, wait a minute, these fucking mechanics really suck compared to like shit today?
The only games I've ever got.
Crash Bandicoot count?
Anything that you've played years ago that was fucking great. You remembered it to be a 10, and then you play it today, and it's like, fuck, what the hell, man? Kind
of. It's like kind of the same. So I went out and I bought a Nintendo 64 to play GoldenEye. And then I was like, yo, these fucking like controls are shit. What the fuck is this?
Bro, it is impossible to aim in that game.
Slap box.
How the fuck did we do this when we were younger?
Right, and we did it as kids. We didn't fucking have a single problem. This is the greatest thing we've ever played. No complaints. 10 out of 10s across the board. Today, no. It would be fucking completely... If they came out with an N64 classic, I don't know. I already tell you now. You're going to have people turn around and be like, oh yeah, I love that controller, until they touch it. And then you're going to have people that are thinking currently like, no. Hell fucking no, I don't want that controller. I want the N64 Classic. I just don't want you guys releasing that controller again.
Yeah, that controller was shit, dude. I don't know what the hell they were thinking.
Awesome back then, but I played it last year at a friend's house. We played Mario Kart and we played GoldenEye, and I was like, I don't know what I'm doing. This 3-handle shit is so fucking weird.
Also, I played the first Time Splitters. And that it had similar mechanics to that. And I was like, yo, you have 2 analog sticks? What the fuck? What's going on here?
You guys remember PlayStation 1 controllers before the analogs came out?
Yeah, I remember DualShock was a huge deal.
Yep.
Did you know that there was a dual analog controller before DualShock?
Wait, what?
No, like before they made the rumble in it, it was just the 2 analog sticks?
So, I saw this video of what fucking the channel name is, but the original PlayStation, Game Dave, that's what it was, that's the channel. So, you know how they had that game with the big mech suit?
What, Armored Core?
I think, I don't remember what it was called, but I know it was for the original PlayStation.
Probably Armored Core, because that game was the shit. I love those.
So with that, there was a button and there was different modes. Instead of turning the vibration on and off, it would change different modes for the analog stick, so that you can use it for that mech game or like pilot sims. And it also had different like it had convex instead of concave analog sticks.
Oh, they were recessed in? Yeah.
Yeah, it was pretty cool.
I think the only time I'll get like a nostalgic feeling from playing the games is if I go back and play like Final Fantasy from like 10 and back. But like they don't update those. It's like I feel like if you update a game, it kind of loses its nostalgic touch. You know?
I mean, it depends. Like I'm all for reimagining, building it from the ground up, stuff like that. That's cool. That PlayStation controller. That I remember those, but you remember the ones before that, right? Where it was just weighed a hell of a lot less.
No, this is the dual analog one. You see the sticks.
They're concave. They go inward. Yeah, that was on the PlayStation 1.
No, but this is the first like iteration of it.
Mm-hmm.
It's not the original.
I remember the analog button.
No. I'm gonna fucking look for the video so you guys can watch it later.
Hold on, the original.
What was I saying?
Oh, I see what you're saying. Yeah, that. I mean, they look almost the same. Like holy shit, like they look identical, other than like the joysticks themselves, the analog sticks.
Yeah, here I'm gonna send you the video. Guys, go watch it later.
Gotcha. But yeah, so like playing Reach, like the second I get the rifle and I'm hitting my right click on my mouse to aim down the sight, nothing's happening. And I was like, shit, that's right. This is very Counter-Strike like, where only certain guns would have an alt fire where you aim down the sight. And then like at that point I was like thinking like, nostalgia is one of those things where it's hit or miss. Some things that were fun really back in the day wouldn't translate well now. And other things really would. Like the nostalgia can carry it through and you would still enjoy the hell out of it. Even with its limitations on the shit we're used to doing today.
I don't know, I feel like once they get their shit together and they actually get it working, I feel like I'll enjoy it. Because I had like one game of PvP, or like it was like maybe one or two games, and I was like slowly but surely getting back into it. It's sick though, man. Like they just need to fix their fucking game.
Yeah, Boom was just like surprised. He was like, "Oh, like it's only Reach at the moment." I was like, "Yeah, 3's not out," because that's the one he wanted to jump right into.
That's so dumb.
I was pissed. Like, why the fuck are you gonna like not? It's like you have all the games out on a different platform for a couple years, and then you're only gonna release Reach. That makes no fucking sense. And then when you release Reach, you release it with all these fucking bugs.
It kind of makes you wonder when they decided to actually start doing it for PC. Like when did they make the decision to?
When did it come out?
This week.
So last week. I feel like it was probably Bill Gates just fucking woozy from his butt chugging, just like we're gonna fucking put Reach out on the computer. I'm like, what, you sure? He's like, yeah, right now. And I'm like, all right, hit the send button.
But speaking of nostalgia, how old is the PS1 now?
25 years old.
Old as me.
Fuck.
That makes me feel wild because that's like the first console I remember playing.
I remember we had, I think it was a Pizza Hut or Domino's demo disc that had Gran Turismo and fucking something else on it that I didn't care about. And it was like the only two games that were on it. Then we had I think it was Diablo, came with a big ass sticker you could put on the top of it where it opened when you put your disc in. And we had a big old demon on it. It was dope.
So I was one of those weird kids that, like, I don't know, I guess I went against the grain. Everybody was getting PlayStations, and I had decided that for that holiday season, what I wanted was the Sega Saturn. And I ended up
work out.
A couple months later, I ended up getting a PlayStation.
Huh.
Yep.
So yeah, it was. I do not remember what was the first game I had for PlayStation, but I definitely remember getting a PlayStation. A lot of good times.
I remember the PlayStation just absolutely blowing my mind with Metal Gear Solid.
Yes.
Because I was too young to like really understand how to play video games like at all. Besides like a racing game where I hold a button and turn, you know? My older brother loved Metal Gear Solid. And when we found out how to beat Psycho Mantis, I was like, are you kidding me? Like when you like put your controller on the floor and then it vibrates across and he moves it. Then you have to like put it in the second player slot so he can't read your mind anymore. That was insane. Like you can't do that now. Like, oh, unpair your controller, then repair it as player 2. It won't fucking work. And I think we should bring back memory cards because there's something cool about a memory card. I can walk around with it and like bring it to someone else's house.
I don't know, dude. Motherfuckers lose flash drives like candy these days. Imagine somebody losing their memory card.
I bet you they stop losing flash drive when the fucking game's on the goddamn memory card.
No, fuck that. That makes... No. I don't want... No. Hell no. There's no way a memory card could be as fast as an SSD.
What? You don't want your 8 megabyte PlayStation memory card?
No. Fuck no.
Did any of you guys ever have those knockoff ones that it was like 5 memory cards in one? You'd have to press a button to start cycling through the onboard memory. Oh, okay.
No.
Hold on, because I'm not crazy. Hold on.
No, we had a Tomb Raider one.
We had like the normal, I think it was a black one, and then we had like a see-through green one.
Yeah, we had the like see-through blue one, and then for the PlayStation, well, that was for the PlayStation 2. For the PlayStation 1, we had the gray one, and then we had the whatchamacallit, the Tomb Raider one.
I remember there was this one from this knockoff company. They basically just doubled it up, so I think it was longer because it was like 2 of them on board. But then there was another one, there's like a purple one I remember, where you could actually like flip a button on it to cycle through which memory card you were accessing.
And I remember we had I think it was for PlayStation 1, we had a Game Shark for it.
Fuck yeah, we had Game Shark. I was too dumb to figure out how it worked, so I never used it.
My brother, he was really into using it. I had no idea what it did either.
And I didn't have any organizational skills back then, so like when I had multiple memory cards, I didn't put in a sticker or anything to let me know what was what. It was just cycling through memory cards until you found the shit for the game you were playing at the moment.
My brothers and I, we all had one, and you just like had to feel it and be like, no, that's my grease on that, and then you know which one it was. You should go off of instinct. You said this was like your first console? Is this like your first gaming thing? Like, do you have a Game Boy before this?
Who, me?
Well,
No, boom.
Oh.
well, no, this was because we didn't have the original Game Boy. We didn't get Game Boys until the Color.
Yeah, Color released late 90s?
Yeah, it was like 98. Because this was, they bought this like when I was still like an infant. So like I remember like this and the Super Nintendo were the first 2 systems I remember playing. And the reason I remember the PlayStation is because my dad had I think he bought Gran Turismo, and then he had the Mad Cat steering wheel.
Yeah, I just want to give you a big shout out because it was 1998 for the Game Boy Color.
Oh hell yeah!
That was a good call. That was
I still have the green one.
Do you really?
I had the purple, not the translucent purple, but just like the regular.
I had translucent. Purple. I had translucent purple. That was the first gaming console that was mine. So my mom got my brother one and me one because he got Pokemon Blue and I got Red.
Yeah, I think one of the
seeing
first
this thing is nostalgic. Holy shit!
One of the first games I got was it was this Tonka racing game, and you put a AAA battery into the cartridge, and it had like a rumble motor. It was pretty sick.
Oh, y'all remember this little like portable PlayStation one?
The PSP?
No. It was like a shitty looking
oh, it was like Tamagotchi?
No, it had like a fucked up. Hold on, let me see if I can find it.
So speaking of like nostalgia and success of shit that's nostalgic, Resident Evil 3 remake is speculated. I don't think it's been officially confirmed just yet, but they're saying March of 2020 it's going to come out. So far, we have like a leaked screen of art and shit for it. So it is officially going to happen. But they're going to redo Resident Evil 3 the same way they did Resident Evil 2. And I am on fucking board. I remember that.
Yeah,
that was the PS. They redubbed that the PSX when they shrank it and came out with it. Man.
Dude, so I remember, I think it was 2004 or 2003 that came out, and they were trying to sell my mom that instead of the PlayStation 2.
Wow, for the same price?
I don't remember how much it was, but she was like, "Oh, is this the one that you want?" And I was like, "No, it's the." I was like, "It's the black one. The black one's the new one." And then the guy was like, "Oh, well, you don't have to buy any new video games with this one." And I was like, "No, that's not. We have that one at home. I don't want that one. I want the new one." And then they got me that. And then the first two games we got was Crazy Taxi and Tekken Tag Tournament.
Fuck yeah!
First one.
I went with over the PlayStation 2. I went with the Dreamcast.
And you fucking hopeless Sega fan.
Dude, seriously.
And then I saved up and I bought a PlayStation 2 shortly after. But to be fair, Dreamcast I thoroughly fucking loved. I loved the goddamn Dreamcast.
Was that the one that had the Sega channel?
You said it did. At the time, I never knew about that. I never had it.
I think that was on that Sega channel.
You guys never played Power Stone on fucking Dreamcast? That game was fucking great.
Yo, do you remember the game Balls?
Oof. What happened?
Do you remember the game called Balls?
No.
Hold on. Oh, geez, you had me talking. I put balls the balls. Google. Oops.
You're gonna find some suspicious links.
I think it's spelled with a Z.
Why wouldn't it be?
Bro.
Balls.
Balls.
Holy shit, here it is. It is with a Z, actually. It was a fighting game. If you want, find one with the characters. I know you could fight with like a rhino or something.
What are you talking about? I think I know what game here. I don't remember what the name is, but
it's called Balls.
Let me see. Because was that on...
Yeah, 3D Balls. It was on Sega. It was 3D Balls, the Battle of the Balls.
Oh no, this is not the one I'm talking about.
But I am hyped as fuck for Resident Evil 3 Remake. I know you guys enjoyed the Resident Evil 2 Remake.
There's no way I'm not going to get the third one.
So, my only problem, and like, my brother tells me about it, and I was like, oh man, that sounds great. And then I stopped instantly, and I was like, you know what? This one's not going to be just like Resident Evil 2. Because I remember Resident Evil 2, the scariest thing was Mr. X. And then the lickers were also really creepy. But playing the remake, I was able to deal with it. I get scared easily, but I was able to deal with it. I remember Resident Evil 3 has the fucking hunters, which terrified the shit out of me as a kid, and they're probably just going to scare the shit out of me even more in this game.
Was 3 with Nemesis?
3 was the one with Nemesis, and Jill and Carlos. So they're redoing that one. And the enemy types in that one, like, we didn't have hunters in Resident Evil 2, but we have them in this one. Those are the frog-like creatures that can fucking run at you, jump in the air really high, come down and cut your head off. So imagine that in these graphics, in this remake. I'm gonna fucking scream my ass off. I know it.
See, the only memories that I have of Resident Evil is at one of my cousin's house. They would play that shit, and I'd be freaked the fuck out because I'm like trying to go to sleep. It'd be like fucking like 1 a.m. and they're playing that shit, and like here's like the zombies in the background while I'm trying to sleep. Shit's fuck.
Speaking of creepy zombies, that was the best scare I ever did on my younger brother. He was playing Doom 3 on my dad's computer, and I just walked up behind him and went, and he started crying, freaking the fuck out.
That was fucked.
Yeah, poor kid. He was a drug addict for a bit. He's better now.
That's good.
Probably my fault. But yeah, I never really played any of the Resident Evils growing up.
Well,
I watched
opportunity to play 3.
But looking back on it, I didn't play a lot of games growing up, but I watched a shit ton.
Yeah, same.
Like, I enjoyed watching my brothers play games more than I did playing them. But now it's like I enjoy playing them, and if they start playing, I'm like, you guys are fucking irritating.
I was in a weird situation where I was player one when it came to me and my brother. So he did a lot of watching versus playing. But whenever I was hanging out with my uncle, I was player two. So like I did a lot of watching from that end.
The only time I was the main source of like player one was the GameCube. Because that was my system. Like I was the only one that asked for it.
Never got a GameCube.
Awesome.
In that era, I had the PS2. I skipped the Xbox and the GameCube. I didn't get all of them.
My dad had the Xbox, but that's when like he was getting out of gaming, so it just collected dust. And that like my mom got it at launch, and we had the Duke. We still have the Duke controllers.
My greatest memory from Xbox was Conker's Bad Fur Day. You guys ever play that?
Mm-mm. I had wanted to get an Xbox because of Splinter Cell. And then it was announced like 6 months later or a year later, whatever. They were like, oh, it's also coming to PlayStation. And it was like, all right, cool, perfect. And Splinter Cell was fucking great.
Y'all would enjoy Conker's Bad Fur Day. You're just a squirrel who's like trying to get through the day because he's hungover. And like you have to fight a giant singing turd monster who's like singing opera.
Yikes.
There's one part where there's a drunk bee and you have to go get him. He needs to pollinate a sunflower and she's got like huge knockas. You have to like go tickle. You have to like go tickle her with other little bees to get her to open up. The game's wild, dude.
She has some knockas on her.
At one point, you have to go fight Hitler, or like the version of Hitler. And, like you're digging through the trenches and fighting Nazis and shit.
What the fuck?
Bro, Conker's Bad Fur Day is the shit, man.
I had heard about it, just never played it.
It's definitely, it looks like it's for kids, but it's not.
You know what was the shit on PlayStation? The first siphon filter.
Yes.
Like I remember shooting the taser from like fucking 35 yards.
And just hold it.
Yeah.
Fucking sentiments of flames, dude. I remember that.
That was the shit, dude.
Did you guys ever play, was it PsyOps?
Sounds familiar.
Hold on. I think that was called, yeah, PSI Ops. It was like you had like these awesome kinetic powers, like you could either throw fire or like pick shit up and crush them. It was a super fun game. I remember it being hard as shit though.
I remember that one.
Yeah, this game was awesome. Not gonna lie, I'm looking at some screenshots. I remember it looking better.
Oh yeah, we all fucking like graphics back then were the best.
Blow my mind, man.
And then now when we go back in time, it's like holy shit.
Well, before we get like too nostalgic, because that's gonna lead into like the last topic. Let's talk about Buzzkill Activision briefly. So they've been doing this really shitty thing of like releasing a game without microtransactions, and they usually wait up until like the majority of the people that want it buy it, and then they bring in the microtransactions. And now I'm not sure if like there was any like verbiage in the advertisements stating that there aren't any microtransactions, but with season 1 they're 100% back.
I opened up the game when season 1 dropped, and I was like, well, it doesn't look that cool. And I was looking at the little battle pass thing, like I need to level up to get certain guns.
Yes, so
that's
just
so
like
dumb.
in Apex. Apex has the battle pass, and they give you shit based on your levels.
Yeah, they give you cosmetics.
Well, it's the same thing. You get the cosmetics. The gun, so instead of them giving it to you outright, you do get it because it is free, but you still have to earn it, even though it's like a free content update.
Which is stupid. I'm like, just
I think what I think it is, it's their way of so let's say like the M4, there was one of the guns is like level 2 or level 1 of the battle pass. You will earn 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, and then let's say 10 is the next unlock. They'll show you on a little roadmap all the other ones that you did unlock, but you didn't pay them, so you don't get it. So it really does feel like, hey, up until the point where you get the next free piece at level 15 or 20 or whatever it is, here are all the things you could be earning, and we are going to physically show you so that at any moment when you cave, you instantly unlock all these things you've earned. So they pieced it that way, I think, to really try to like entice people to buy the battle pass.
To be fair, I think Fortnite was the one that really...
Yeah, Fortnite did that shit.
Fortnite started that bullshit.
I don't care if they want to show me all the cosmetics I don't have, but if you're going to say, hey, you need to grind this game for 25 levels to get the new gun, like, what the fuck you talking about?
level 15, I think, is the G36, or it's somewhere in there, but it's not instantly
just give
bam.
them the gun.
There's a handful of things that are instant unlocks, like the character skins, which I don't really care for.
Man, have me grind for character skins. Give me the actual content.
I think the maps. I don't think you have to grind for the maps.
I kind of wish
that's like Rainbow Six releasing an operator, and they're like, "Well, you can't unlock their secondary weapon until you've played 5 games." Like, bitch, sit down.
I kind of wish Fortnite would have tanked. They wouldn't have gotten all this garbage from it.
They were on the brink of tanking. The base game
was so bad.
No, but that's the shit. It real. Sorry. So, I bought the legendary pack to Fortnite. But I'm not talking about the Battle Royale. I'm talking about the Save the World, the base game. Because I was completely sold on the concept of a 4-player co-op game where you base build and defend against hordes and wait. It was great. And I thoroughly fucking loved it. And I guess it wasn't meeting the sales that they were looking for because it was like a closed beta thing. And then all of a sudden they slapped together the Battle Royale, like right after they saw PUBG was doing great. And then that is all you ever hear about now with Fortnite. You don't hear about the Save the World. They completely, I don't even know if they still support it. I have no fucking idea. That was a good fucking game. Just the Battle Royale part, it was never my thing.
It's like H1Z1 had a game like that.
Yeah. H1Z1 had the Battle Royale aspect and the fucking DayZ style aspect.
Because it was King of the Kill was a Battle Royale, then Just Survive was like their PvE. Yeah,
because I kind of wish PUBG failed too, because it's like these companies, they see the like independent games do it, like the early access bullshit, where like you have to pay to get in to be a beta tester essentially. The game's gonna be shit, but it's gonna work eventually.
What is the game coming out today or tomorrow? I had linked it to you guys. Don't know if you guys checked it out.
Probably not.
It's called GTFO. Get the fuck out. And it's going to be in early access. But one thing I like about the video where the developers talk about it, they're like, look, rather than give you guys all these arbitrary dates that we're going to break, because every company does it, we'll let you guys know when the next phases, the next updates are coming out, rather than like give you this timeline we're not going to adhere to. And I definitely respect the hell out of it, of them for that. Like they're being honest. It's like, look, it is early access, and it's not going to be what the game is going to be at the end just yet. It's going to take time, and we're a small team, so we're not giving you any dates as to when these things are going to happen. Unlike other companies that constantly tell you, Q1 of this year, or whatever the fuck, this season. And it's like, it's all bullshit. It's like ordering something on Kickstarter and thinking you're going to get it when they say you're going to get it.
It's fair. As long as they stay updated with their community, like they listen and they give you guys feedback, I'm for it.
Yeah, I'm definitely
like, yeah, we're going to give you guys updates, and then they're like, hey, it's been like 3 months and we've heard nothing. Like, let us know, like, we're running into this issue. These are going well. Don't just like go silent and be like, sit there and wait. We'll tell you when we want to tell you. Like, if they're present with it, I like that idea. I like that concept of it.
Yeah, transparency goes a long way. Personally, I'm much more inclined to be okay with a company that doesn't meet their deadlines if throughout the process they're being transparent. Like, oh, we had a setback because of this. Projected date may move forward. Just transparency. Be fucking transparent. It doesn't hurt.
I like when companies fix their own mistakes, and I have a little story for this. With my whole, everyone remembers my shit show with Call of Duty when it first came out.
Yeah.
So, you remember that thing on Twitter they had? The Do and Doritos thing? Did you guys see that?
No. For this game?
Yeah, for this Modern Warfare, where if you followed Doritos and you tweeted out their little hashtag, they send you a code for like a charm or something in game.
I didn't know that.
Yeah, so I did that, and the code they gave me was already taken.
Huh.
And the next day, I didn't like even say anything. They're like, hey, we realized we sent you a code that was already verified. Here's a new one. I was like,
That's cool.
you guys realized it without me saying, thank you.
Corn Dog went out that day and bought a fucking bag of Doritos and a Mountain Dew.
Hell no, man. I'm already fat. I ain't trying to die. But yeah, it's just a charm and something else. It wasn't nothing real cool, but it was cool to have.
Yeah, but I mean, it definitely helps. That's what makes your, I would say, I guess that's what makes people loyal to a company. Like, sometimes we'll look later on down the line and we'll make fun of people that are like blindly loyal to a company. But to be honest, like, there's a reason for that. Sometimes it could be little stories like this that help form that bond with how you feel about a company.
The thing was, it wasn't even Activision. It was Doritos that was tweeting me. Like, Doritos realized their mistake, and then they fixed it. And I was like, you guys are doing all right. You and your cheesy little chips. I like you guys.
I reached out today to Razer, because I don't know if you guys have heard me bitch about it a couple times. My mouse is constantly double clicking, when I single click. So I was like, all right, fuck it. I'm not just going to ignore it. I'm going to reach out to them. I reached out to them. I was like, hey, my mouse is double clicking. They're like, they ran through the regular troubleshooting. Did you put a compressed air can through it? See if it's debris. I'm like, yeah, no, I've done it all. The mouse is only like 6-7 months old. They didn't even ask me for proof of purchase. They were like, can we get the serial number? Gave it to them. They're like, cool. We're going to send you a shipping label and we're going to tell you what the next step is and we're going to replace it for you. So I'm over here like, damn, I was over here ready to just like not buy another Razer mouse ever again. But like how easy that customer service interaction was, I'm still sticking with Razers for mice. Unless this new one breaks super quick again, then I'll move over to someone else.
That'll be perfect.
Yeah,
I get it. This is
so
great.
petty.
Click, 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 click. All right, you know what? Fuck it. Logitech it is.
See,
I've had good Ubisoft support when I've had to deal with them. Because, when you log into the Uplay, you gotta do the fucking 2-step authentication bullshit.
Yeah.
So it was set up to my old iPhone, and when I got my Google phone, I couldn't reset it. It was like, hey, this is already verified to a different phone. I'm like, yeah, change the goddamn phone.
Yeah, you're supposed to authorize it first, and that's a step that people easily forget.
So I was on talking to Ubisoft on Twitter, and the dude was like sitting there like, all right, give me like 2 minutes, I'm gonna reset your account. So like you could like, I was logged in and it logged me out. He's like, okay, log back in. And, like he was there and you could watch him do the shit that he was saying he was doing. And I was like, this isn't a computer. This guy's like actually helping me. I think his name was like Justin or Jason or something.
No, that's his stage name.
But it sounded like he had the name where you could tell he only had a soul patch. Like one of those names.
that reminds me of
like a
like
Kyle or a Tim.
Nah, he wasn't aggressive enough to be a Kyle. Tim, maybe.
it took me like 2 months to get my original gamer tag back because the lovely folks at Yahoo completely shut down my email address.
Fucking
Like
Yahoo,
dude, it was like for real, it was like from one day to the next they just fucking cut it off. I was like, what the fuck, dude? I had all these emails going there, and then like all my accounts were linked to that shit. So I had to pretty much make new accounts for everything except for Xbox Live. I couldn't figure it out because they said I needed the old email address. So I gave up on it the first time and I was like, you know what, fuck it. Then the second time, I forgot why I gave up the first time. And then again, I was like, you know, fuck it. This is just a waste of time. But then I got the fucking VCR Xbox One. And I was like, I look like a fucking trash noob with like 0 fucking gamer score. So I contacted Xbox Live support and I still had the Xbox 360 that I used to use with that account on there. And they were like, oh, well, we need that email. I said, dude, Yahoo fucking closed down the email. And so I sent them a picture of me logged in on my old account. I was like, dude, the Xbox is right here. This is my old account. Like I have the email that's on there, but I can't verify it because because they closed down the email. So then it took them like a whole fucking month, and then they were finding like, oh well, I mean, you've proved it enough to us that this is your account. I was like, "You know, fucking shit. I sent you a fucking picture of my old Xbox with my account logged in."
You know, speaking of emails, this is hella off topic. But yesterday, I got an email on my Gmail that I don't really use for a flight itinerary for. It was from Phoenix to Chicago on February 24th. I was like, I'm not planning on being in Arizona in February, but it's like there's no charges like on my bank. So I'm like, did someone like just send me their itinerary? Like, am I supposed to pick somebody up at the airport in February and they're not telling me?
That's weird as fuck.
Yeah, kind of worried. Maybe I'm getting stalked or someone's coming to kill me. I don't know. If you don't hear from me in February, call American Airlines.
Gotcha.
They're trying to get uppercutted.
No, that's Delta, dude.
No, it was
Delta?
United.
Was it?
Yeah, it was United. Yeah.
Yeah, because when that happened, I was home on leave, and I was like, oh, great, I gotta fly United back, and they're gonna see that I'm military, and they're gonna shoot me, and they were like, nah, get the fuck off our plane. I'm like, I'll fight you right here. I know what's allowed on these flights.
Fucking Fight Club in the air, dude.
That'd be fun.
Mile High Fight Club. That's what that was. So in other unrelated news, fuck Disney.
What's wrong with Disney?
I'll explain. Recently I did a design for Baby Yoda, and there's a website called TeePublic where, you know, you put up your designs and people can buy merch with the design that you make. So it was Baby Yoda tucked into a pocket, like just holding on to the pocket. And yeah, no, it was cute and whatever. Disney hit it with a DMCA. All right, thanks. So Disney hit it with a DMCA to have the design taken down. I'll post the picture here of it. And I'm just like, yo,
fucking cease and desist.
I'm over here making like $2 per shirt that they sell. I'm not taking any food or money out of your mouth, Disney. Like, goddamn. I was just like, I get it because yes, Yoda is their property. Granted, I didn't just copy and paste a still image or anything. Like I designed it myself, but I get it's not my character. So I understand the legality behind it. Yes. Still, fuck you, Disney. Like, is it that big of a fucking deal that somebody went and made a concept, like did some fucking art for your character, and you guys are over here like, fuck you. Hold on. There was this one. So he's in a pocket, and I positioned it right over the chest. You know, I had sold a couple, and then I get an email like, yeah, we had to take your concept down because Disney hit you with a DMCA. And I'm like, that's cool.
Yo, wait, that Disney's on, you're on Disney's radar.
Not in a good way.
It don't matter, man. Plug the channel.
Oh, well, I'll hashtag it and it'll all be there when this one goes up. Disney's definitely one of the tags. And, yeah.
Bro, God, if this is how we get noticed, it's from fucking
shit
a Disney DMCA.
What happened? Oh, one of the people on your podcast said, fuck Disney. Yeah, he's still saying it. Fuck Disney.
And we get fucking shut down.
God, then Disney's gonna get a hold of Bill Gates, and it's just gonna be a fucking catastrophe.
Fucking butt chugging and DMCAs all around, man. Fuck.
God, can we title this episode that?
Like,
DMCA butt chug.
Yeah, we want Google fucking with us now too.
Google's like, what are you guys talking about? Yo, just shit is wild. You should listen to our podcast. I was, man, I'm still gonna keep watching The Mandalorian because it's a great fucking show. But
I think I'm an episode behind, so shut up.
But I'm hurt. I'm over here like, yo, you guys are fed. You guys got nothing to worry about, dicks.
Bro, you should send them a picture of you in your onesie and be like, square up, bitch.
They're gonna send over a lawyer in a fucking Yoda outfit. I'm like, god damn it.
I'd watch that fight. I'd watch that all fucking day.
Fucking Disney's like, excuse you made like $5? No, not on my IP.
$5, you can catch these 5 knuckles, bitch.
Did you punch your mic?
I flicked it.
Oh. So yeah, that was interesting. That was an interesting email to get yesterday, and I was like, all right, Disney, fuck you.
Oh fuck.
So we don't have a conundrum this week.
Oh wait, I didn't get to talk about my game.
Code Vein.
Yes, it came out in September. It's just anime Dark Souls, but it's fucking awesome.
Fucking Fallen Order was Jedi Souls. Code Vein is anime Souls.
It's so good. So like I've got like 10 and a half hours into it, and I'm expecting to get like 25 to 30 out of it. And I'm looking at like the little achievements on Steam and whatnot. And one of them is learn 150 gifts, which is like you have your core like I guess classes, and each of them have certain abilities called gifts. If there's a fucking 150 of them, this game is much bigger than I thought. And now I'm starting to feel overwhelmed because
it's got some good
there's
scores,
so much.
dude.
Dude, it's so good.
So the PC version came out in
shit.
September? Because it says it came out
Did you hear
early.
that?
I fucking heard that, you nasty bastard.
Bro, that came out of nowhere. That crept up on me.
Yikes.
Kind of scared me, man. Like, if that was shit, I wouldn't have stopped it.
Leave that in, dude.
I had Olive Garden before the podcast, alright?
Here is it.
Getting those garlicky Alfredo burps.
Oh, man, that's like red peppers and garlic right there.
That was a fart, not a burp,
Yeah,
dude.
that
Here's
was a bottom burp.
Oh. You know, kill fucking Boom
man.
again 2 weeks in a row, dude.
That one really crept up on me, my bad.
He's like,
Fucking last week you almost murdered him with the Thanksgiving story.
Oh, my grandpa eating the pie.
He just fucking killed him, dude.
but the fucked up part wasn't even the story.
It was the sound he made about the pie.
Oh, shit.
Yeah, Code Vein, you should get it, man. It's like, I never really got into the Dark Souls games because they always felt like,
It's fucking
okay,
hard.
they're hard, and I never knew what was going on in the story.
So,
Like, no one-
yeah,
no
it's
one
always been that kind of,
cares.
like, the lore is there. You gotta find it and piece it together, or just fucking pick a Saturday or Sunday and watch, like, some YouTuber that put together a really nice video explaining it all.
Exactly, but this game is super story rich, and I'm loving it. And there's a part in like your home base where you can go to the hot springs, so it's like everyone's just in a towel when you're sitting in hot water because it's fucking anime. But you can go and you like rewatch all the cutscenes, but in them they have like little tabs, and when they bring up like key points of the story, you can go over them, and it will give you like an in-depth on what this means. So I'm like, oh, so if I'm ever confused on what's going on, I can actually go in the game and it will be like, hey, this is what we're trying to tell you.
Here's the story so far.
Essentially, like, there was a part where they kept mentioning, like, Project Queen, and I was like, I don't know what the fuck that is. So it goes, and it's like 2 paragraphs about it. It's like, that's how they were trying to battle the revenants, which is what you are, of dying of bloodthirst. Because the concept of the game is that revenants are, like, humans that can't die, but when they do, they get reborn, and they lose part of their memories. And they have to feed on human blood to stay alive. They don't, like, eat. And humans are super scarce, so they were going crazy. And when you don't, you like turn into the Lost, and that's what the monsters are. So that kind of that's them trying to put when you rest at a bonfire, all the enemies come back. They're pretty much saying no, they're revenants. They just get reborn. I think that's the whole point of the rebirth thing, is just so they can justify it. It's still dope. Don't
Sounds pretty
really. It's so good.
Now, is it Dark Souls in the sense of like the difficulty, or like the combat, or in what way?
Bro, if it's seriously identical. I mean, it's like the lock-on, you have to dodge a bunch, you have a stamina bar, you have mana, you'll have, like, you know when...
Do you get
Dark
to
Souls,
pick
you
your
got, like,
difficulties?
No.
Oh, so then, yeah, that is very Dark Souls.
Like, you know,
what difficulty
you
is
get, like,
it? You bought the game. That's difficulty.
No, they give you the flasks and Dark Souls.
Oh.
It's like the same thing.
Fallen Order was literally Jedi Souls, but there was difficulty settings. Same
I
thing.
plan
There's
on
like the
beating this game by
bonfires and
Wednesday.
everything else.
Yeah, the bonfires are called missiles, and you have to, like, cleanse them, because they're miasmas everywhere, and the revenants can't go through the miasma. The enemies' designs are dope. I love the combat. I love the magic. And, like, So if I'm in a hunter class and I equip an ability, if I defeat enough enemies with it equipped, I can put that trait on a different class. So it adds a whole new level of customization when it comes to your combat style. And each class has a certain a weight amount. So say if it says your max weight's 120, I can't use a weapon that's over 120. So you really have to, okay, do I want to use a hunter with this type of weapon because I'm quick, or do I want to be a beefy dude with a quick weapon? And I don't know, there's a whole lot of in-depth customization that I'm just gonna drown myself with. I might never beat this fucking thing.
That's good. That's definitely content you paid for. You know, you get a fuck ton of game.
And I'm like, I know I'm gonna grind this shit. I'm not excited about it because I'm already loving it. So it's gonna be one of those games where it's like, after 20 hours, I'm only gonna be playing it to beat it.
I don't know. I'm thinking about getting Pokemon.
You should, man.
I think I might cave and get it.
So we have Pokemon. My brother has I don't know if he went with Sword or if he went with Shield. But we got it from Gamefly. So like, I don't know. Maybe I'll give it a shot. There's
when I was
really
talking with
me to get into it.
I was talking to my older brother I have Shield, he has Sword, and we found out through just casual conversation the gyms are different. I was like, I think that's the first Pokemon that's done that.
So it's more than just a couple different Pokemon. There's actual...
Yeah, so like the first paths. 3 gyms are the same. It's like grass, water, fire, cool. Then after that, I was telling him about the ghost gym I had to fight, and he's like,
the fuck you mean a ghost gym?
He was like, no, it's a fighting gym. And I'm like, bitch, shut up. No, it's not. And we looked it up, and sure enough, there's different gyms for each game. I'm like, well, that's really cool. Especially in the concept of speedrunning, because now you actually have to think about which game do I want to play to actually speedrun, like which game is faster.
Right.
Like, that's cool.
I mean, it's good. It breaks up the formula of copy-paste, make 2 or 3 variations, and bam, 2 different games. And people will go out there and still buy both.
Yeah.
I still have that fucking... I don't know when... That shit's probably ending really, really soon. But I still have the Gamers Club thing for Best Buy, so I might get both. I do get it. Because I get it for like, I think it's 20% off of all games.
That's not bad.
Oh, shit.
But they're probably losing tons of money on that shit. So they discontinued it.
Pussies.
Yeah, my coworker got a Switch as well, and she bought it in, and she was like she got the Mario Kart bundle, and she was like, "Oh, you want to play?" And I was like, "Look, I'm just letting you know now. I don't care that you're not a gamer. I'm not holding back." So she's like, "Whatever." So we played Mario Kart, left her in the dust each time. I can't with those little controllers. So like I went out and I bought the Magic NS so that I could like link my PS4 controller to it. Cause I can't. Those tiny ass Wii controllers are just not Wii, sorry. The Switch controllers just like they feel so fucking weird.
Just send me her friend code so I could destroy her in Mario Kart.
I'll get it and I'll pass it along.
Wait, do you have Mario Kart?
No. I'm trying to see if I can get it on sale.
What are you waiting for?
I don't know, guy. See if I pick it up on a cheap price.
My thing with like the Switch games, I'm like, yeah, that'd be fun, but I'm only gonna play it like at a party with a lot of people. Like I'm not just gonna casually play Mario Kart.
Shit, I did. I beat all of the... Well, I'm not gonna go through the fucking grind of getting all of the gold, because there's a way to get like an all golden car. So like it's the golden kite, the golden wheels, and then the golden body, like, or the actual car. But you have to do so much shit, and it's just like, I just beat all the 200cc circuit, and I was like, that's good. I feel like I did enough. This fucking game.
I mean, I got Smash Bros. I still don't have all the characters, but I have it.
Well,
you got all the characters in the first week. No, because you have to play the game to get them.
Oh, you mean like the in-game unlocks? Got it.
Yeah.
I mean, like I have Greninja and Ganondorf. That's all I care about.
And I thought I was okay at the game, but I played online and got fucking destroyed. Like, it was not even close.
I don't think I'm any good. The only thing that I'm proud of is that I beat the story modes on the hardest difficulty. That's it. But, so when you do like the little story mode when you go fight Master Hand?
I've never did the story mode. Oh wait, are you talking about the single story mode? The single,
like the classic mode.
Yeah.
That. Like you have to go fight Master Hand. Every time I turn the game on, I piss myself off because my highest score is with fucking Daisy, with like 1.6 million points, and I'm like, this is bullshit, man. Like, why did I crush it with Daisy, but then I get my ass kicked when I play her against other people?
Yeah, that game is fucking. And then my excuse is that I'm not a Nintendo kid. I'm a PlayStation kid. So while all these people have been playing Smash Bros. Through all the generations, this was the first Smash Bros. that I owned for myself. Like, obviously, I played the N64 version, but this was my first Smash Bros. That I actually owned.
I think I've owned all of them.
So you have no excuse to be trash.
Oh, I never said I played them religiously. I just owned them. They're just there to settle disputes with the brothers, But then that's kind of evolved into a Tekken Tag Tournament, too.
And I used to be really good at Tekken.
Bro, my older brother had a streak. He was 126-0 on Kazuya.
Jesus.
And I kicked his ass with P-Jack. Triple triangle combo, buddy. Bop, bop, bop.
I feel there's a lot of tension after that for a while.
Well, yeah, because that was our first Tekken Tag tournament. As well, like, every couple of years we'll have one. Where it's just me and my two brothers. And we just, if you win, you stay in. Loser hands the controller off and you just see who has the most wins at the end of the day. And last time we did it, we called it, I think, T12. It was Tekken Tag Tournament 2, the Tekken Tag Tournament 2, the Tekkening. And I fucking bodied them, man. What was the question for the day? Because I don't have a conundrum with everyone gone.
So, with all of these like remakes and like older games coming back, I just want to know, what are your guys' like favorite console?
Favorite console? Honestly, I would say, I think my most nostalgic would be like handheld Game Boys, because that was the first like system that was mine. But I think the one I had the most fun with and most memories of just me playing it was the GameCube. I played so much fucking GameCube.
For me,
I still have one.
It's between Dreamcast and PlayStation 2. I don't know, it's just so many fucking great games on both. And I have a lot of memories for both of them, so it's hard to pick between the two of those.
I think for sure, which this one will probably be weird, since it was last generation, is the 360. That's like for sure my top favorite. It's like, because when I was looking at like all of my older achievements when Reach came out, and I was just like, I remember like that. I remember that was like before I even had like decent internet, and I was playing with one of my friends, and we were trying to get the firefight achievements, and I got the 1 million on legendary, and I think it took me 3 hours. And I think at like hour 1.5, my friend lagged out. So it was just me like getting the majority of that achievement, or well, I would say about half of that achievement, like by myself. And it's just like looking back at like all the games, and like, the truth be told, the majority of my friends that I talk to every day, we met in school, but like we spent the majority of our time just playing video games. Because that was like when I was still in high school, and like summer break or any break or even weekends, it would be from Friday to Monday, just playing video games the whole fucking weekend. I feel like because also that was my first console that was my own, besides like the Game Boys and the Nintendo DS. And that's like, there were so many fucking games. I learned how to like wrench on consoles, because I fixed one of my friends that had the Red Ring of Death with the I replaced the X clamp and the the X clamp and then the thermal paste.
Wait, you fixed the red ring by yourself?
Yeah.
I didn't know you could do that.
Yeah,
Yeah,
there
so-
was a detailed ways to do it. The quick fix method was because basically what normally caused a red ring was the heatsink came loose. So what people would do is they would wrap up their Xbox 360 in a towel, and the heat would kind of like soften it up and resolidify, and that would work as a temp fix. Or you could redo the clamp like everything that Boom did. All right, Boom, you want to wrap us up?
That sounded weird. Don't say it like that.
Boy.
I mean, Steady, you gotta think, bro.
So, thank you for checking us out on our latest episode of the Other Controller podcast. We do appreciate your continued support. If you guys want to check us out on any of our older episodes or any coming up episodes, you can check us out on YouTube, Anchor, and Spotify for Corndog, Steady, and Boom Bap. We are the Other Controller podcast. Have a wonderful week.